The Egyptian Queen Tiye, the most beautiful of beauties. She is an ancient Egyptian queen, who is not ruling and the wife of King Amenhotep III. She lived during the 18th dynasty. And she is the daughter of Yuya, the advisor of her husband, the king. Before her marriage to Pharaoh, Tiye was the singer of the goddess Hathor. And she was also the head of the ceremonies of each of the two gods, Min and Amen. Tiye became the great royal wife of King Amenhotep III, and gave birth to Pharaoh Amenhotep IV, Akhenaten. And therefore she is the grandmother of Pharaoh Tutankhamun. Her mummy was identified among the mummies found in the tomb of King Amenhotep II in the Valley of the Kings. It was revealed that she is the mummy dubbed the Great Lady in 2010. Queen Tiye's family. Tiye's father, called Yuya, was a rich landowner of non-royal origin. From the town of Akhmim in Upper Egypt, where he worked as a priest, superintendent of sacred bulls, and charioteer. As for her mother, called Tuya, she held several religious positions, and held various titles, such as the singer of the goddess Hathor, and the chief artist of the gods Amen and Mina, which indicates that she was a member of the royal family and of royal descent. Egyptologists believed that Tiye's father, Yuya, was of foreign origin because of the features of his mummy and the many different ways of writing his name, which may mean that it was originally a non-Egyptian name. It is a false belief, said by Western foreign Egyptologists, from Britain, France, America and other Europeans, and indicates jealousy and envy of the ancient Egyptian civilization, which they do not have the same. And therefore they have been trying to distort it by claiming that it is not Egyptian and has foreign roots. Royal Tiye's brother, Queen Tiye, also had a brother, called Anan. And he was a prophet and a second priest of the god Amen. It is also believed that King Ai, the successor of Tutankhamun, was in power after the latter's death, and he is another brother of Queen Tiye. Although there is no clear historical inscription, or trace confirming the existence of a link between the two. Accordingly, Egyptologists assume that he is also of Akhmim origin, because it is known that he built a small temple dedicated to the local deity Min, who is there, and because he inherited most of the titles that Yuya and Waldi Tiye, which he carried in the court of King Amenhotep III during his lifetime. Queen Tiye married Amenhotep III in the second year of his reign. This king was born from a second wife, Mut Mwya, of his father, Thutmose IV. It is reported that he needed a stronger bond with the royal lineage. It seems that he was crowned king while he was still a child, perhaps between the ages of 6 years to 12 years. This marriage resulted in at least 7 children, and perhaps more children, and they are as follows. 1 Sat Amen, the eldest daughter, who rose to the position of the great royal wife in the year 30 of her father's reign. 2 First, she was also elevated to the rank of the king's great wife. 3 Hanuta Ta Nub. It is not known that she was elevated to the rank of queen as well, although her name appeared inside a cartouche, and it is distinguished for the names of kings and queens, at least once. 4 Nepta. Sometimes it is believed that her name was changed to Paktatan during the reign of her brother Akhenaten. 5 Crown Prince Thutmose, the 2 crown princes and high priest of the god Ptah, who died before his father. 6 Amenhotep IV or Akhenaten. He succeeded his father on the throne, and he married Queen Nefertiti, and they are the parents of Ankhenamen, who married King Tutankhamun. 7 Smenkhkare. who is traditionally considered one of the direct successors of Akhenaten, but some Egyptologists, such as Aidan Dodson, believe that he was a direct ancestor of Neferuaten, and a minor co-ruler of Akhenaten in ruling, and he did not have an independent ruling. Sometimes he is identified with the mummy that was found in the tomb of the Valley of the Kings KV 55, and therefore it is said in this case that he is the father of Tutankhamun. 8. The little lady from the tomb of King Amenhotep II, daughter of Amenhotep III and Tiye, mother of King Tutankhamun and sister, and the wife of the owner of the mummy, which was found in the tomb of the Valley of the Kings KV 55. She is supposed to be one of the known daughters, indeed, to King Amenhotep III and Queen Tiye. 9. Paktaten. Sometimes it is believed that she is the daughter of Queen Tiye, and this belief is usually based on a painting on which Paktaten was depicted, while she was sitting next to Queen Tiye at a dinner with Akhenaten and Nefertiti. The effects left by Queen Tiye. Her husband dedicated a number of shrines for her, and built a temple dedicated to her in Sardinia in Nubia, where she was worshipped as a form of the goddess Hathor Tefnut. He also built an artificial lake for it in the 12th year of his rule, as noted by the American Egyptologists David O'Connor and Eric Klein. As the American Egyptologists David O'Connor and Eric Klein note, first, its influence on the royal court. 1. Tiye exercised a great deal of power during the reign of her husband and their son after him. Amenhotep III was a skilled athlete, lover of the great outdoors, and a great statesman. Often he had to consider marriage requests for his daughters presented by foreign kings, such as A. Atushirata of Mitanni, B. Kadashman Enlil I of Babylon. The royal princesses in Egypt were the way to reach the throne for their offspring. 2. Tiye became her husband's trusted and educated advisor, being wise, intelligent, strong, and fierce. She was able to win the respect of foreign dignitaries, and foreign leaders were ready to deal with it directly. Queen Tiye continued to play an active role in foreign relations, and she was the first Egyptian queen whose name was recorded in official business. 3. Tiye continued to advise her son, Akhenaten, when he assumed the throne. The correspondence of her son with Tushratta, the king of Mitanni, indicates the political influence that this queen exercised in the royal court. Asterisk in the Amarna letter number 26, Tushratta, king of Mitanni, communicates directly with Queen Tiye to remind her of the good relations she enjoyed with her deceased husband, and expresses his desire to continue the atmosphere of friendship with her son, Akhenaten. Asterisk King Amenhotep III passed away, in the 38th or 39th year of his reign, and was buried in the Valley of the Kings in Cemetery WV 22. It is known that Tiye lived after him for a period of up to 12 years, during which Tiye is mentioned in the Amarna letters, and in the inscriptions as a queen and lover of the king. And the Amarna letter number 26, addressed to Tiye, dates back to the era of Akhenaten. It is known that she owned a house in Akhenaten, Tel El Amarna, Akhenaten's new capital, and appears on the walls of the tomb of Yuya, the butler in the house of the king's mother. The king's great wife Tiye, depicted at the dinner table with Akhenaten and Nefertiti, and their beds, and then the king accompanies her to her own canopy. In an inscription dating back approximately to November 21st of the 12th year of the reign of Akhenaten, 1338 BC, the queen is mentioned with her granddaughter, Niaten, for the last time, and it is believed that they died shortly thereafter. This information confirms the fact that the shrine that Akhenaten built for her, which was later found transferred from Tel El Amarna to the valley of the king's necropolis number KV55 in Thebes, bears a later form of the name of the god Aten, which was used only after the year the 9th of Akhenaten's reign.
برجاء الضغط على الاشتراك باللون الأحمر والجرس حتى يتسنى لي الاستمرار في العمل. مع الشكر الخالص لسيادتكم.